Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Mitch's Minute, the show where I ramble and rant and it doesn't matter. No.
Who cares?
Yeah, live, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna open up the
Yeah,
Swedish
fuck it.
fish.
Swedish fish, my ass.
Hey! Who's that familiar voice on the other end there?
It's me, it's Vrann, yay!
Oh
Yay!
shit! I have it. I wish I had the streamers and everything.
It's my birthday!
It's your birthday. We treating it like it's your birthday, girl.
My birthday.
So, like,
Aw.
Ron, you've been away for a little bit. You've been as you know what we're gonna count it as? You've been on your Shippuden.
I've been
Oh
on
my
my
God.
Shippuden.
Yeah, your time skip.
Yeah, I've been on my my legacy, and I've acquired new skills. So I've returned.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
I've gained
Are
the
they more
wisdom of my
medical
elf.
skills or more like frog skills?
It's questionable. Like I mean, I've returned from a life of crime, so
Yeah.
yeah.
It's been a return we've all been like excited for.
The
Me
Uchiha
too. I know. I just got angsty out in the woods somewhere. It's- Which, like, I guess isn't wrong. I did go to pagan camp, so.
Oh, there you go.
route. You talk to a bunch of snakes.
Yeah.
I talked to those ducks in New York.
Oh no, not the
damn
New York
geese.
Ducks.
Yeah.
Is there actually something about New York Ducks, or is this an in-joke I arrived too late for?
Oh no, it's just Canadian geese come here and they're the devil.
You're not wrong. As a Canadian, I know you are not wrong.
Can confirm.
Yeah.
Fuck these geese.
So I have returned for like regular attendance, so that's very
Ooh.
exciting.
Yeah.
Glad to have you back.
Yeah, dude. It's been a weird year. It's been
Yeah.
we like let me put it this way. We still have your chibi from Velvet Room.
Yeah.
And we're now Save Point City, which is a hard thing to explain to people.
No, I get it. I mean, I was there, like, just in the background, being like, can I? And then life was like, no! And I was like, oh, okay. I'll just wait.
But
Jeez.
now you are back, and we are all very happy to see you again.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
Yeah.
I feel like even though it's Velvet Room, I was still, like, trying to be a Starfleet officer, so it's okay.
yeah. Well, that's the trick. Save Point Cities, where we all kind of like, the gimmick is it's a city of all save points. So
Right.
so like you can do whatever you want. Like, what is it? My gimmick, I think, is like I'm the leader of a shitty garage band, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's my gimmick. Sora's gimmick is his character it like runs around from job to job, and we have this whole thing where, like, whenever we need someone to be like a vendor or a cashier or like something, it's Sora, because he just has all the jobs.
Yeah, and many of which the real ones, we're not allowed to know what they are.
Exactly.
Oh, I see.
So like if someone puts down a guess in the comments, we're like, yeah, Sora does that. He vends the hot dogs, and we can't talk about it.
Hot dogs.
Then what is it? Nate is the, because this was originally like based on like visual novel stuff. Nate is your childhood best friend.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Who's like
Nate's a good childhood best friend. I feel it.
Aw.
yeah.
He's pretty solid for that, yeah.
He's and then what is it? Josh doesn't show up anymore, so we don't have anything for him.
What a
No, he.
I don't.
Yeah. But what is it, Amanda? You what is it? What was your gimmick?
I was stereotypical, like, alternative goth girl. Because a lot of games always have to have one, and I'm the
Yeah.
one.
Just the one. And not always executed very well. But
Ren,
they're
Yeah.
there.
Ren's been on enough shows that like he should have his own bit.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know what that's going to be yet. So you could.
I mean, I feel like I'd just be like the neighborhood cryptid who rolls in, does a thing,
Neighborhood
and then
cryptid.
disappears, and you
I
don't
just
know
draw
much
you
about
as
them.
Mothman.
Man, have you heard about Vrann?
I've heard about the Mothman. Have you heard about the Ren Man? It's crazy.
Yeah. Some Sundays around 8 or 9 o'clock.
If you get the right arrangement of snacks and make a specific noise outside the 7-Eleven, you can summon them.
No, yeah, it's a real intense experience. No, but
You-
oh, go ahead, man, go ahead.
Oh, you just come out of the storm drain and you're like, hey.
Ready to record.
I have arrived. And you're like, oh.
Do you want to talk about D&D?
Yeah.
But yeah, so like the whole gimmick is that like Save Point City is kind of this thing where like originally it was all based to be like a visual novel, and so halfway through the launch, I think it's not that we gave that up, but it was more like some concerns were brought to our attention, and at this point I'm like, fuck it. So like, you know, whatever your gimmick is or whatever your gimmick you want it to be, you know, just let us know. We'll make it happen. You know, like.
All right.
Whatever your character design is. But yeah, welcome back. So not much has changed. The podcast show is still the podcast show. We still goof around and talk about nothing and, you know, for like 40 minutes and stuff.
I mean, that's fair.
Anywhere
That
from
sounds
40
like-
minutes to 2 hours.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Last episode went ridiculously unnecessarily long.
It did, but we had a good time.
Yeah.
Hey, that's all that matters.
But yeah, so real quick, I want to get some channel announcements out of the way real quick. So yes, it is true. This October we are going to try to do a little bit of a themed month. We're going to have some spooky video games happening around that time.
Ooh.
I do know that because of how series work and because most of the spooky games that we came up with were like kind of the ones I want to play are like visual novels and like there's like some of them that are just weird. What's going to happen is we're going to try to find a way to fit it all in, obviously. I don't want you guys missing out on Danganronpa, which in itself is, you know.
I mean, I think it counts for spooky games.
but it needs to change it up. So, like...
yeah, but does it really?
So, like, 1 week you might not get, like, Fire Emblem, and, you know, but, like, we'll figure that out. We'll let you know as it continues, obviously. It's still not for, like, another week or so, but... Just want to let you all have a heads up that that's something that's happening. It all as the time goes on, we've had it really hard because Gang Mudo has recorded like an entire series and is not premiered yet because we have had the hardest time trying to figure out. Well, we need like 5 episodes of Fire Emblem, but we also need like enough episodes of Dangan to feel like things are happening. So we've pinned ourselves in a weird situation. But we will figure it out, and we'll get that going. But yeah, so like, you know, we're gonna try to figure that stuff out. That being said, yeah. Oh, I think it was said in an episode, we have a subscription goal. Right now, our subscription goal is 2,000 subs for me and Nate to play Neko Chishi again because I genuinely hate that game.
Pick something you would like to do.
No, I like the suffering.
It is so fucked because
The Schadenfreude is delicious.
you know what the worst part is? Neko Jishi has more views on it than I ever wanted it to have. Like, but we were like, I think we were in like some stupid amount of episodes into that one, and then at some point we were just like, this isn't like it's so weird, and I feel bad because the guy who made it clearly had a passion for it, but he
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, so Neko Jishi is a visual novel where you're dating furries, and at first me and Nate were like, ha ha ha, this is gonna be funny, and then it became everyone's a little creepy. Like,
Yup.
all 3 love interests are I don't think it was intended to be written that way, but they all come off really creepy because the big buff one has been watching you since you were a child.
Oh, Yaka. Yak, yak,
and then
yak.
He's
the
also weirdly racist against one of the other potential love interests.
Yeah, he is.
and then
Wait.
the twink one is like he's
The twink one.
he's currently possessing the body of like someone else, and so you don't know how to feel about that.
Wait, hold on. So you're a human,
Yes.
Mhm.
Yep.
and
Yep.
your love interests are like,
Giant spirit cats, yes.
Yeah, anthropomorphic spirit cats.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's well, you could see why we stopped. So
Right. Okay.
so
Oh man, the clouded leopard.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
yeah, he's also weird, but that's not.
He has a snake going to his penis.
Well, you know
Yeah.
how did he get the tattoo if it's fur?
Oh my
He
god.
dyed it. It's just a very intricate dye pattern.
I'm so disturbed. Ah!
Yeah, so that's why me and you play Amnesia, because there is a line. There's a very clear line that that gets dissolved immediately when doing that game. But the point is that
Alright.
yeah, it's fucked. Is what that is.
You know what? I try to accept so many people just for what they are.
Oh my god, it's such a bizarre game. But the point is that hey, me and Nate will finish one route. We promise you one fucking route. I'm not doing all the routes. But I will.
One of the people in chat wants to know what the name of the one with the cat cafe was.
Hustle Cat. Hustle Cat.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you guys ever feel like picking that one back up, if I remember correctly, love interest substantially less creepy in general in that one.
Real quick. Someone in the chat, Tempferor, asked, does that mean that Amnesia Memories is back?
I would love for Amnesia Memories to be back.
Yeah, I miss our buddy Orion.
I miss Orion so much.
I do too.
We just have to figure out how to do it since we no longer live in the same city and I cannot travel to Mitch because I can't. So as soon as we figure that out, I'll be able to say like officially it's back, but until then we're trying.
Yeah.
And I don't have a tower for my computer. I have to run it off of my laptop still.
Yeah, so we'd have to run tests and figure that out, but there is an active effort being put forward, and
yes,
we should make you a GoFundMe.
Oh jeez, help me!
A Ko-fi that's exclusively to get you that tower.
Exclusively to acquire a computer.
Please help me.
Please help me. I want to play dating sims online.
No, you know the worst one is. The worst one is next Tuesday. Is it next Tuesday? Next Tuesday. I was talking to Nate about this earlier. Guess what comes out next Tuesday?
What?
The KFC dating sim.
Right!
And you know what? You know what works out perfectly? Our recording day.
Oh jeez.
So guess who's streaming that next Tuesday? Guess who's giving up one of my recording days so that I can stream the crunchy fucking cartilage that is the KFC fucking dating sim.
Yucky.
I can't believe it wasn't Persona 3 that made us come back to streaming temporarily. That it was going to be KFC. I was thinking about it. I'm like, I could record this. We could make it an episode. No, we are streaming it.
Why didn't you bring it? I feel like Tabby would be the end-all be-all of like knowledge about the Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Oh yeah, same. But anyways, guys, I'm just letting you guys know. Next Tuesday, mark it down on calendars. The 24th. We are going to try testing the KFC game because fuck it at this point.
Yeah.
So which one is the chat room?
So if you go onto the live stream, there's a video that's up right now. And then that's how we're looking at it. So.
Generally what I do is I mute the video and then I set video quality to the lowest setting so I can still see the chat, but I'm not, screwing with my ability to talk with you guys because I'm using up all the bandwidth trying to stream the video.
Yeah, so that's a good way to keep track of it. And every now and then I just click, but the point is, So the point is, it's just like, hey guys, we're trying to find a way to get back to streaming. It's just the problem is at this point, we don't have enough days to record, and that's a whole nother thing in itself, is just trying to get the schedule to work. But we also have tons of footage. We have Muv Love on the back corner. We've got a bunch of shit that we just haven't. Love is Strange. Fucking that Gang Widow needs to premiere, and then Gang and I are doing some other stuff. So we and all of this, mind you, all of this while I'm writing and wrote an 8-episode synopsis for a D&D campaign show.
Yay!
Nice.
Which
so
I want to, which I'm gonna try to get all my friends to either be guests or to do some roles, because some of those episodes, unfortunately, the Hot Spring episode already has their guest actor placed onto the side, so I have to figure out who I want to get for guests, who's gonna be the players, who's gonna all that stuff, and try to record that and produce that, which will take a couple months. But yeah, so we have a lot of stuff going on. We always have a lot of stuff going on. It might just seem like everything's Fire Emblem and Dongan, but oh boy, that is not the case.
Oh boy, you were wrong.
Oh boy,
we're trying to get Vrann back. We're trying to fucking get all these shows done. There's
you guys have been so busy of virtual life.
Oh my god, it's so fucking real, but it's so fun. We're having a good time, and that's the show keeps me busy. But by God, is it not one of the most fun things I've done?
Well, I mean, it's got to be fun, or else you wouldn't come back one day.
Yeah, one day I'm just like, guys. If I ever have a end of show video, it's gonna be you know what, laters, and then the whole channel
just implodes on it, and you're like, what the fuck? What's happening?
Goodbye, I'm done.
Hey guys, welcome back to Save Point City. I'm done with Save Point City.
I'm holding Friendship Hour, and I'm like, where'd Mitch go? Mitchell! Screaming over the internet.
Just the void. But yeah, no. So we have a D&D show going. We have all this stuff in the works. I just need to find the last and final player, so that's gonna be a fun one. But beyond that, it's crazy. Not to mention, everyone, Pokemon's on the horizon. Fucking God. Persona 5 Royal is on the horizon.
I'm so tired. You've exhausted me with those few words.
We still have to play Catherine Full Body. I know.
Amanda is suffering.
I know.
Oh God, it's so much art. It's so much.
Oh my God! But anyways,
it's just
we have a ton of games on the horizon, which is why our main topic today is fidget. Oh, that's not the right one. Fidget games.
Spinners.
Yeah, fidget spinners. Today we're talking about video games. It's our video game centric episode because there's a lot of shit that came out, and more importantly, you want to know what I've been doing, Vrann? I've been playing fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links on my phone. Whenever I'm like, oh man, I'm so tired of not tired, but oh man, I've been playing Three Houses for a long time. Just gotta relax in bed and pull out my phone and play Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links.
Every time, when I went to camp this summer, I would, anytime anyone was like, hey you, I'm like, time to duel, and I would turn around and they'd be like, oh, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I was like, where's Mitchell? So angry. Because, I was just like, where's my friends?
Dude, It's so fucking real. I feel like we never get a moment of rest when it comes to fucking gaming and shit like that. And at least the last couple days and the last couple weeks, because what is it? Fucking Borderlands 3. Nate had to remind me that Borderlands 3 came out.
Yeah, that happened. That happened.
Fucking Demon X Machina is a game for the Switch I really want to play. I desperately need to get back into Splatoon. I know that it's like over and done with, but like I like that game.
Not to add another thing to your list, but the game Control that recently came out.
Yeah.
Some good spooks in it. It's got good atmosphere. Characters are fun.
Yeah, Control is, like it's crazy, man. It's fucking crazy. So like we have all these games coming out. We have a lot of shit to talk about and things that have been happening just in general. For example, I'm not sure if you guys you know what? I want to go last this time, because normally what happens is I talk for like 10-20 minutes and then like everyone's like, yeah, that's everything I wanted to talk about. I'm like, fuck. So Vrann,
later.
Yeah, Vrann, why don't you go ahead and tell us what you've been playing?
So I bought at the beginning of summer, I bought Spyro Reignited, because I very much so love the Spyro game. I have not done, there's like the artist who created Spyro had those figures, I forget what they're called. Outlanders?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Skylanders.
So like those are all like part of that universe. And I haven't played that game. But I always loved the first Spyro the Dragon. And so I bought the Spyro Reignited. So I beat all three that were on it, because all three games are on it. And then I started replaying them to try and master all the levels. Because when I get tired and I look at my wife and I'm like, I'm gonna play Spyro, she pulls up the like cheats online and tells me where all the gems are, and it's great, because then I find as many as I can, and then I'm like, fuck, where is it? She's like, oh, and she tells me where it is.
Dude, it's so real.
And then, because, I don't know, I really liked the concept of it, I bought Cat Quest.
So cute.
Because I was like, I want to be a kitty knight and defend the Lion King.
I mean, nothing wrong with that.
Isn't there a sequel to Cat Quest?
There's a Cat Quest 2. I haven't beaten the first one yet, though.
Oh, man.
Well, it's funny. So I bought Cat Quest, and then I bought King's Quest, and...
Those feel like very different games.
They are, but like very early on, Mitch, like when I was streaming, he like gave me the controller, and we found out that Vrann can't multitask. Because I would just stare at the screen and try and do things and yell at it, and Mitch is like, "You're so bad at this." I was like,
no.
Sorry.
What happened was we were playing the game. And then you got really excited and you wanted to tell a story. And
then I couldn't finish the story.
No, what happened was you couldn't finish the story, but also when you start telling a story and you get really into it, you turn to me, stop playing the game. I
can't do it. I just can't like functionally like do those two things. It's because I use my hands and I sign at people while I'm telling. So like unless I hold the remote and then proceed to throw the remote, like, because I'm like, this thing, and you're like, oh my god, don't! And I'm like, I don't know, like, I'm sorry.
Don't throw my shit!
That's expensive! And I'm like, what? Oh no! Because I'm spacey. I'm also waiting to play, I beat Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time last week for the millionth time. And I am waiting till the 20th of this month for the Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening to come out for the Switch.
Is it that soon?
Yeah, it comes out on the 20th.
God damn it.
I had intended to play that game, holy shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think the new the Animal Crossing like game was like pushed back until March
Yeah,
it
they
was.
had to do some more work on it, so they pushed it back.
because I've been waiting. I'm
Same.
like, give me my Animal Crossing.
Where the fuck is it?
And because it was supposed to come out this month, and then like 2 months ago they pushed it back again. I'm like, bitches, what the fuck? Give me my cute animals.
I only want the cutest of villagers. All
Give it
others
to
leave.
Yeah, the New Horizons. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
It comes out in March of next year. So
Yeah.
I'm excited for that. I pre-ordered it because I'm impatient and I'm like, take my money now because I'll forget. And I played Overwatch for like a second and then I was like, I'm scared, and like turned it off.
Oh, you're playing Overwatch?
Yeah, for like a hot second.
Oh, man.
How do you get scared playing Overwatch?
Well, like, so I went in and it was like an online thing, and then people, like, I was like, oh, like, we're doing this thing. And then people started screaming at me, and I was like, I can't understand any of you. Like, stop yelling at me. And they're like, why is this bitch here? And I was like, ah!
Oh my
So I
God.
just turned it off.
Fair enough. Those sound like some rude ass people. I know us too.
I mean,
Oh my god.
to be fair, it was like some like my younger brother who was over for summer like was like, they can be pretty mean. I was like, I work with children and I know mean people.
I got this.
Yeah.
And I was just like, doop-a-doo. And I went in, and then, like, people, it was just chaos. And I couldn't discern what anyone was saying because it's bad enough that, like, I can't hear things accurately anyway. And so I was like, what's happening? What's going? So I'm running around being a fucking moron. And then I was like, wow! So I just left. And, like,
Fair.
Aaron's like, move, and then destroyed everyone. So I was just like, I'll just watch, that's fine. Like,
Yeah.
I'll be a watcher, that's good. So I did that, but I did give it a try. And then other than that, I just want to get into Heroes of the Storm again because I really enjoyed that game a lot. And I just thought it was fun, and it takes out like the I don't know, the anonymity because you're part of a group of people that you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I don't know. I like it, but
Yeah.
other than that, I tried to download it on my laptop again and it crashed, so that's not the plan at the moment.
Well, I was gonna say, if you ever find yourself, they're releasing Overwatch on the Switch, and and I was gonna grab myself a copy. If you ever want to play, like, it's funny because Gangwuno and I just started playing again this week.
Oh.
And we I'm trying to convince people to get the copies on the Switch just because I think it's funny.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Because I own Overwatch on the PS4, the PC, and they're talking about having motion controls for some characters. So, like, they're talking about having, like, so the way that Diva's mech works, there's rumors that, like, it's gonna be, like, you can control, or just having, like, the versatility of having the controllers. I don't know. There's something about it that, like, is a little crazy to me. But also, the idea that I could put Overwatch on a handheld is fucking insane to me.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But, like, if you ever, like, you know, we gotta. I'm desperately trying to find team games to play with my friends, and so, like, it's just kind of hard because I wanted Splatoon to be that one. And
I mean, I very much so enjoy Splatoon, but it's really hard to get into a battle with your friends.
Yeah.
Like, there's like no easy way to applicably do that.
It's so for a game that, like, you figure that, like, you'd be able to just easily be like, hey, it's Vrann, let's be on the same team all the time. No, we're gonna pit you against your friends.
Yeah,
half the
and
time.
like
That is odd.
sometimes that's okay, but like other times you're just like, I just wanted to be friends.
Oh,
Please stop.
NextTN says Dauntless is going on the Switch too. Dauntless is a Monster Hunter game that I very much enjoy.
Yeah, I enjoy it too.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, so maybe that could be something. But like, it's so hard to find a game where all my friends enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so lame.
That's not true.
I'm just Legend of Zelda.
There's nothing wrong with that, you know?
Zelda's pretty cool.
Well, that's not a playable game with, like, others.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like there's a separate feeling between single player and multiplayer games. I've been playing the ever-loving shit out of Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Right.
It's a Nintendo Switch game. It's if Hogwarts was a dating sim.
Jesus!
Yeah, pretty much.
If a Hogwarts military school was a dating sim.
Ooh.
And it's
young Mr. Potter.
it's good. It's very solid. It's very fun. And like I can just lose myself in that game, and I do constantly, and it's not great. But yeah, I mean, like that's the thing. Like, but like there'll be times where I just want to play like Three Houses, and I'll just go lay in bed and put it on the television and stuff. And then there's times where I want to be like, hey, let's play Heroes, let's play Overwatch, let's do something. And lately, I feel like there's been this lack of games I can play with all my friends because everyone has such radically different like tastes.
I did play what was it? The Aliens for Xbox.
Aliens?
Yeah, like the Aliens franchise.
Oh, Colonial Marines or something?
What was it? Hold on. Can I spell? Probably not. Herpeter Abby,
I
a
wasn't
teacher.
aware that Alien had the multiplayer game.
Isolation. That's the one I played.
Yeah. Joe just wrote Isolation in the chat.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I liked it. I have never, it's really funny you said Three Houses, and I had to lean over and type it in, because I'm like, the fuck is that game? And then I realized we were talking about Fire Emblem. I'm like, oh, I know nothing.
It's a good like, little strategy game. But like, I don't know, like, I think what we gotta do is, because when Monster Hunter came out, like, a couple years ago now, everyone I knew picked that game up for the PS4, and we all just like hunted together. And I think that like there's just this thing that's missing in like my multiplayer games right now that are just like, because like right now it's like, oh, Gangmin wants to play Overwatch, and then I'll play Overwatch with her. Oh, Josh wants to play League of Legends, and I'll play League of Legends with him. Like, you know, everyone's separate and doing other things. But yeah, beyond that, What about the rest of you guys? What about Amanda and Vrann? What have you guys been playing lately?
Wait, I'm gonna say one more thing.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, go.
The Spyro, like the trilogy in like Unleash the Dragon, the first one. The voice of Spyro is done by the voice actor who voice actors SpongeBob, and it really bothers me.
Oh, Tom Kenny.
Like 100% of the time, and I had no idea. And then my wife like looked at me and was like, "You realize that's SpongeBob?" And I was like, "Oh my god,
yeah,
disgusting." I was so disturbed by it, but that's all. Like that was my big revelation over summer is that Spyro the Dragon is voiced by the dude who does SpongeBob, and it wrecked me.
Oh no.
Anyway. Please continue with games.
Yeah. So, Amanda, Vrann, have you guys been playing anything lately?
God, some real shameful shit.
What is this shameful gaming you have been doing?
Dude, besides still being just absolutely spellbound by fucking Lily's Garden, on the opposite end, I've taken a huge interest into Warhammer 40k, which is also just shameful. Warhammer 40k is the ultra gothic, edgiest of edge fucking war game. Like, you have fucking factions called, like, the Blood Angels and the Space Wolves, and...
I want to be a space
game where the orcs are, like, all psychic, but none of them know it, but they, like, if they so if they paint things red, it goes faster?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. That's the
That's
only
exactly
factoid I
fucking
know
it.
about this game. That is the
That's
only one.
exactly it.
Um,
Also, next to no, it's a puzzle game.
oh.
I know
Yeah, but no,
nothing
I think one
about
of the
an
ads
ad like
does
that.
for it. You know, like some things have weird ads. I do remember seeing a Lily's Garden ad where that happened.
Oh my god, really? It has nothing to do with that.
I'm aware, but that is an ad they put out.
It's literally just a game where you do puzzles and fucking plant a garden. That's it.
I love it. That's so nice.
Yeah, that's literally all you do. You solve puzzles, you restore your great aunt's fucking garden. You call it a day.
It's really funny because I typed that into Google and I'm like, what is this? And it, like, how to plant lilies. I'm like, no, not that.
Yeah, no. She doesn't have a husband?
Oh.
I'm so lost. I just next
No,
to
it's an ad that got put out.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
I have no idea what the fuck that one's about. I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
All I
Huh.
know is that she plants a garden and makes some friends along the way.
So you're playing like a nice like garden Farmville. Like you're just like, oh.
Yeah, basically it's just like, okay, restore your great aunt's like garden because she passed away and left it to you.
Oh,
And
so
she just
sad.
loves you so much. And here's this beautiful garden that you worked on together. That's it!
What was the other one?
Warhammer 40k.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
it.
these are two very different games.
I don't know what
These
the
games
fuck
have
is
no-
wrong with me.
I mean,
Warhammer
nothing.
40k is like,
Holy shit.
yeah. Warhammer 40k is a universe in which there is no peace. Humanity lives in a constant struggle for total galactic fucking conquest. They want to be the biggest and the best fucking race in the entire universe. Period. And the only way to do that is to purge the Xeno heretics.
Oh, jeez. My goodness.
Yeah, they exist in a world in which humanity only exists to benefit humanity. There is like no racism. But in return, they want total peace among like the entire universe, and the only way they figure it can happen is if they're in fucking charge.
Oh, that sounds really aggressive.
It is.
Oh.
Yeah, like
Wow,
So-
Amanda, that's pretty heavy. Is this like
yeah, what the fuck,
for
Amanda?
society?
Well, like, the idea is that they would be willing to work with other races, the other alien races, and they have, except the orcs know nothing except war, and they want nothing except war. It's a constant fight. The Necrons only exist because they want to watch everything die, and then die themselves. And then the Eldari exist because they want to murder fuck their chaos god into existence.
I
and
don't
then continue
understand.
to murder fuck.
Then what's the point? Like, if a good sit down with some hot cocoa isn't going to solve their problems, then, like, what's even. Oh my goodness. I don't know.
Like, that's it. That's all they want. They just want chaos and destruction, and, like, the humans want peace, but the other races would rather, like, kill them than ever let it exist. So they're like, all right, here we are. We doing this shit.
That's so unfortunate.
Yeah, it really is.
What a sad story. There could be peace, but bitch, you thought. And you're like, what?
I love Lewd Mercy's like, but what about the garden though?
How would there be a garden in the garden of your mind?
Yeah.
I
So
want to be
that's
a
what-
space wolf, though.
Oh, the space wolves are like a beautiful space faction. They own their own fucking planet, and it's all humans that, like, if you become a space wolf, there's literally a defect where you can actually just turn into a wolf.
Nice.
They're like, you have like a 50-50 shot. You're either like a hardcore space marine of the space wolf Fenrika, or you're just a wolf.
Can I, like, turn into a wolf and swim through space? Is that how that works? 'Cause that's what I want to do.
They're like,
Let's be real.
they're like these space marines that are galactic conquerors, and they go from planet to planet conquering for the Emperor of Humanity.
Oh. Well.
They also get drunk and just enjoy themselves.
I mean, that's cool.
I know. Okay, so Vrann has quietly posted a fucking image of a tiny girl in full space marine armor.
Oh, jeez.
It's a man down.
And it's just put, this
Why
is
are there
you.
two fur thingamajigs hanging from her belt?
You don't know what she has under there. Like,
it's
she's
like
just a
wolf.
boy.
She's just a boy. It's like wolf pelts. They regularly like skin and fight for like heavier and heavier cloaks of pelts because their planet is literally always in a state of winter.
That sucks.
Yes, it does.
That sounds a tit nibbly.
Wait, but aren't even people turned into these wolves? Are they just like killing and skinning their cousins or something?
Oh no, not really.
Only sometimes.
It's really fucking hard to explain. The Volca Fenrika is a fucking mess of a chapter. And they're literally just a fucking mess. And they're currently like traveling through like the realm of spirits, aka the warp, to fucking find and like kill Magnus the Red, the leader of the Volca Fenrika's brother.
I feel like you're speaking in another language.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, basically.
I feel like that time, it was World of Warcraft when Mitch spent like an entire day elaborating this like crazy plot, and I was like, oh my god, do I want to read about this now? Oh my gosh, I'm emotional about this. No idea, never heard of it before.
Yeah,
honestly.
World of Warcraft seems to have some elaborate but bizarre lore.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Fucking, honestly, half of fucking Warhammer 40k is in Latin. So, yeah, honestly,
What?
I'm technically... Basically, well, between the Adeptus Sororitas, the fucking Volca Fenrika, and fucking... just a fucking fuck ton of ridiculous names that don't need to exist. Yeah, half of it is like roughly translated into a form of Latin.
You can talk to my wife about that. She has a degree in Latin. She's so fancy.
Like, why?
She'd be like, well, Latin's dead, so this is the best way. That's my wife's voice, just so you know.
Oh yeah.
Mitch confirmed.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah, perfect, on point.
Oh my god!
10 out of 10.
So now that I've just radiated pure fucking stupid for like 5 minutes.
Oh, stop.
No, you're fine. Don't worry about it.
My
No, that's good.
goodness.
Ren, what have you been doing?
I have not picked up any PC games recently because my computer is too old to run most of the new ones, and that makes me very sad. But I will have a new proper gaming desktop by the end of the year, so that will be good, and then I will get a bunch of things to play. But I have been keeping up with a lot of Let's Plays of the game Control, and I won't give like plot spoilers in case people haven't actually played it yet because it is new, but it's really cool. The lore and like the way they integrate it into the files that you find in the game and the way that like things that people are talking about around you is pretty good. The atmosphere is pretty solid. The powers that the character gets over the course, they're like really useful, but they're not too overpowered that you lose some of the spooky tension that's meant to be there. So you're not just like supermaning through this building 24/7, but I think they did a really good use of the environment that they're in, and the characters are pretty fun. I especially like the character named Emily Pope. She's a very enthusiastic mad science lady, and she is fun so far.
Okay. That sounds awesome though.
Yeah, it's set in a building that is the oldest house, and it's sort of which has been like used by the Federal Bureau of Control, which is a made-up U.S. government organization thing that is basically
You hope.
yeah, but it's basically designed to like collect and catalog and like keep under wraps like all of the paranatural and supernatural stuff that happens in the country.
Oh.
So
That
yeah, you get
sounds
to deal
cool.
with that sort of stuff that's going on, and then you've got like protagonist of like Hiss, which is still a little bit of the mystery early in the game, and you eventually find out a little bit more about it. But it's pretty neat.
That's
Cool.
awesome.
Yeah. That does sound really cool. As if I'm surprised. Like, whoa, you guys play cool video games.
Amanda plays jarring video games for total whiplash.
Oh, stop.
No, they both sound like you're having fun with it, and that's the important.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, the only game I play on my phone is Mahjong. And, like, I play real Mahjong, not the matching Mahjong, and I play it with some Chinese lady.
Oh.
And, like, because my Lola taught me how to play Mahjong, and so, like, I play with this Chinese lady who gets her son to write me English messages.
Aww.
She's a very nice lady. She told me I was going to marry him one time, and I was like, I'm already married. She's like, who is husband? And so I sent her a picture of my wife, and she was like,
Yeah, it's kind of like, oh, I can't even argue. The guy would be better. It's the wrong track here.
Bitch, you thought.
Joke's
like,
on you.
As long as you, like, enjoy what you're doing, like, as long as you enjoy that, like, gardening game, though, I'm gonna look into that. That sounds really fun.
Yeah, ignore the weird ads, apparently, because Lily's Garden is actually just really sweet and really fun. And please, for the love of God, ignore the ads. I don't know what that pregnancy one is, but it scares me, so please ignore it.
Nexian has put it in the Media Museum in the Discord. If you want.
I don't. Nah.
Is there Mahjong in Final Fantasy?
Yes.
In 14 in 14 there is.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're right. That's a 14.
That's
I just can't read Roman numerals. I'm an
16 hasn't happened yet.
Yeah. No. So it sounds like there's just a lot of video game stuff going on all around. God, if we wanted to be here forever, we could talk about movies. But we'll leave that for another time. There's tons of movies I still need to go see, but we're gonna try to close this up today.
okay.
I can't believe we're at the end already.
You didn't even talk about your video games.
Oh no, I did. I've been playing a lot of Fire Emblem Three Houses, like I said earlier. It's huh?
Sorry, I just finally seen the ad. What the fuck is this? It's not. Okay, first off, it's not even in 3D. The game is not a 3D thing. Where are these models coming from? Whose porn is this?
Wait, so you're saying they went out of their way to make 3D models?
Yes! What the fuck am I looking at?
Oh my god.
Who knows?
Oh my god.
Where is this?
It's in the Discord. It's
What
in
is this?
the
Lily's
media.
Garden ad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so
I'm afraid to play it
lost.
because the audio will get caught in the podcast.
You
I
can
just
watch it
muted it.
afterwards and
Yeah,
be just as confused as the rest of us.
I've seen this.
Oh,
that ad.
no!
So lost. And so scared. What the fuck does this have to do with
Put the
anything?
full version in it now.
I'm good, yo.
What? I'm so confused.
That's gonna be a no from me, dog. This has nothing to do with the game.
Yeah, that's pretty special.
Yeah, not a damn thing. Please ignore that.
Don't be tricked.
Don't be tricked. This has nothing to do with the game, I promise.
So, I've been playing a bunch of Three Houses lately. So in the playthrough for the show, there's these three houses you can side with. There is the Golden Deer, which is the one we're doing for the show. There is the Blue Lions, which is the one that Nate picked, and then there is the Black Eagles, which is the one that I picked for my own personal playthrough. And that game is incredibly good, and it's very, very solid. I've been playing Sands and Smash, which has been fun. I've been doing a lot of just different things. Today, for no reason at all, but because Sora and I have been talking about wanting to start fighting games back up on the show, because as much as I love doing 5-10 videos of visual novels every week, I do miss the days where Sora and I would just go toe to toe for like an hour and just wail it out while talking about the dumbest shit. So I was playing Blaze Blue Central Fiction, and I was trying to get Hibiki down. Which Hibiki is he's a guy who wields essentially the Attack on Titan gear.
Attack on Titan!
But like he's like, it's weird because it doesn't propel him forward or anything. What it does is it just houses a bunch of blades. Like the little backpack he has, and he's just really quick, he's really fun. And I haven't sat down and just played a video game, like just played a fighting game and just turned everything off except for that and just was playing. So then there's Kingdom Hearts 3, which we're almost done with it, but I did have to grind out like 20 levels because Sora was like, you can't just go to the final boss, you have to grind out, and I did. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. Huh, what's up?
Do you have to? Is it necessary?
I don't think so. I think he's over exaggerating, but I also trust him. So
that's typically a mistake.
Well, yeah, but so we were at level 40 and now we're at level 60.
Okay, well, shit, son.
It didn't even take that long. It took like maybe like an hour or two just to get all the pieces and stuff. But I'm playing Duel Links right now. I run a really good Red Eyes Black Dragon deck.
Ooh,
nice.
It's pretty okay. I'm trying to get there's a subclass called Subterra cards I'm trying to get, but that's not important right now. Overall, video games are fucking amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I do enjoy them. Yes.
I cannot emphasize enough how just like it. I'll sit here and I'll be like, oh man, there's nothing to play, but like I'm constantly playing something. If I'm not working on the show and I'm not like trying to just read a book or like listen to something, I'll be doing that. But anyways, guys, we're gonna end up today's episode with one quick little side note. So as of last week, so this is how this happened. Not last week, but like maybe 2 weeks ago. Tabby and I were in a model store, and we were trying to find a new Gunpla to build because I built the Kshatriya, I built the Build Strike, I built Banshee until Banshee fell apart because
Aww.
it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll figure it out again. It's just I think it's something about how the pieces were connected, like the little rubber bits, but that's not important. So we're going through, and she's like, "Are you gonna pick up anything?" And I'm like, you know what? Nothing's really screaming out to me. By itself, in its own little like corner, was a model, a 2007 model of the original Lancelot from Code Geass.
What?
And that was the exact response I had. Was like, "What? I have to get this." It was
Oh my
it
God.
was $30.
Fucking nerds.
It was $30. I bought it. She bought herself a unicorn because she really likes the Gundam unicorn. And so I have it sitting on my table in the kitchen for like a rainy day where I'm just like, oh man, time to relax, and then I can build the Lancelot. I couldn't fucking believe it. And so after that, though, we were talking about it, and because she had never seen it before, she's never seen Code Geass. She didn't know it was a mech show. She's seen images here and there, but like it was a little bit before her time.
Mhm.
So we're on episode 12 of Code Geass right now.
Oh wow.
She is loving it. She doesn't know how it ends. So
A silence falls.
And you're just like, oh, is she on season 1 or season 2?
we are on season 1. So far so
Good luck
good.
with that transition.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that show is a wild ride.
Yeah.
It's one, Geass is one of like my favorite shows, but I gotta admit, rewatching it made me realize something, and this is gonna sound really shitty. They don't make anime like they used to. Like,
no, they don't.
Like, Geass is this really good blend of just stupid hijinks, incredibly serious moments, political intrigue, Mecha Gundam bullshit. It's all done so well. The character designs are questionable at times, and just in terms of like the sticky, leggy proportion. Yeah, at the time it was like okay.
I mean, the outfits have some pretty cool aesthetics, but human bodies do not work like that.
To be fair, it's Clamp.
Yeah, Clamp.
Clamp is
Yeah.
Yeah, Clamp is weird. Everyone is 6'8" in Clamp world.
Yeah.
Giants.
So a question to the chat. In chat, how many of you are aware that it has manga spin-offs, and are you aware that they are somehow even wilder than the original series?
Oh
Yes,
my
we
God.
just talked about this before.
Yeah,
we
before-
had, and like I have read all the manga spin-offs, and I believe so has Vrann.
I've read some of them.
Oh, I've read
I haven't
all
read
of them.
all of them, but I've read some of them. The
Yes.
ones I have.
I have made the mistake of reading all of them because I was like, I must know these things.
No.
Because I was like, oh, I need to know the knowledge, and then I'm like, what knowledge do I actually know?
Oh my God.
It's wild.
I definitely want to say the entire thing is on Netflix. They just released earlier this year a sequel to Code Geass in movie form.
Oh,
Wait,
really?
what? I hadn't heard of this.
Yes.
Yeah.
It caught me by surprise. I think it's because it's been so long. And hang on, let me. It's Code Geass. Well, it's not. Is it that one?
Lelouch's Rebellion.
No, it's
No,
Code.
that was-
Lucius Rebellion.
Code Geass Lelouch of the Resurrection. It came out in Japan on February 9th. It had a limited release here in the States, May 5th, 2019. So it is so weird, but I have not seen anything about it. So what's going to happen is this. My plan right now is to watch all of Geass with Tabby, and then watch this movie because it's
Yeah.
entirely new stuff, and I'm really looking forward to it. So
I think I might join you on that plan, and then maybe we can chat about the stream. But at the very least, I want to see what the heck happened.
Oh yeah, well that's the thing. So like at first I was like, oh, this is because what had happened in the previous years was Gios was releasing compilation films for like the last couple years now. They were just compilations of what happened in the show, what happened, here and there. And what I didn't know was that it was all supposed to lead up to this moment, which was Resurrection. So I don't know what's going to happen in the movie, but the fact that Lelouch is in the title is weird. So, but we will talk more about that after I see the movie. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching another episode of Mitch's Minute. We're gonna end things here right at the hour mark here in 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Vrann, thank you so much again for coming on.
My pleasure.
It was a great time to have you here.
Yeah.
If you guys have any topics you guys want us to talk about, leave them in the comments down below. It's the best way to get our attention, beside the live chat. We do have a Discord, despite the fact that we don't really use it that often, just because, as you can tell from this entire episode, we busy as fuck.
We doing the thing.
Like, we are so busy, like, all the time. But I just want to say real quick, thank you so much for coming on, everyone, and we will catch you guys laters.
Later.
Bye.